For those of you who don't know, I broke my arm a fairly long time ago, and there's something that happened down in Turkey that made it all the more creepier. So I'm going to skip along all the way to the night that it happened. You see, I was on the deck overlooking the pool. It was quite a nice area, however there was one small issue. It did not have any railings, and due to that, and it being wet, I couldn't hold on to anything when I fell. And I did a full 360 and smashed my arm into solid concrete. Now it's weird to think about now, however I was in pain, but I wasn't making a big fuss about it due to the fact that we just got there and I didn't want to show up myself in a brand new country I've never been in. However, the first creepy part happens when a family goes by me. I'm trying to get up and I ask for help, and this whole family just stares at me. So I'm trying to get up, asking for help, while they do nothing. Fast forward, and I'm in so much pain to the point I can't even sleep on my right arm. It gets to the point where I'm crying and I'm asking to go to the hospital. Even though I didn't want to, and I knew that probably meant that my holiday would be ruined, I wanted to go to the hospital just to make sure that this pain would go away. Going into the hospital wasn't too bad. In fact, there wasn't too many people there. However, it was going into it where I had my first problems. I have never been on anaesthetic before, and due to this, it was hard for me to concentrate when all I could taste was that weird taste it has. Don't know how to explain it, unfortunately. However, when I woke up, I was in so much pain. Now, this part won't be from my perspective. I've actually asked a couple of my family members, do they remember what happened from this part? And apparently I was screaming so badly that they had to get multiple nurses in just to help me out, where my parents and uncle were going in and out just to try and get more people to help me out and calm me down. And from my perspective, I woke up, I remember hearing myself scream, and then in a flash I was up again. So, all's well that ends well. Your arm's better, and you can go on and have that holiday. However, this is out in a country where we didn't expect anything to happen, and obviously they are going to try and do anything to keep you in there just so you have to pay more. I won't get too much into that. However, one part I will get into is the fact that when my parents were there, they didn't treat you like a patient, they treated you like a nuisance. To save you all the hassle, I am going to skip again to when we're outside the hospital. So we get a taxi and we're on the way back to our hotel. We thought everything would be fine, I can have a nice sit down. However, the person that was driving the taxi was on their phone, and then I hear one of my family members go, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and we smacked into the back of the bus. We were stranded out there, and then luckily they were able to make a deal where the bus driver would take us all the way up to where we need to go to, and we didn't have to do anything from there. So we get home, and that's really about it when it comes to the creepiness. Other than that, I will say Turkey has been great to me. However, we weren't able to get any photographs of the railings not being there. In fact, they implemented them on there after I was gone. So if you are out in Turkey and you notice some railings, that's probably due to me. Just before I finish off this video, I would like to mention that my arm has not fully healed. You see, when they set it wrong. I had 3 pins in my arm, and those pins didn't exactly put it right. So my arm is at a slight bend and it can never be the same. We have gone to some doctors and they have said they wouldn't like to break my arm, which they'd have to do to get it back to normal due to a lot of health risks, and it just wouldn't be the same ever again anyway. There goes a lot of things that I would have liked to do. If you're wondering how it affects me, it does somewhat affect me today. I can't hold a lot of things properly. If I hold it for too long, doesn't matter how heavy it is, my arm will hurt, and a lot of other things that I won't go into. There is a lot of problems when it comes to that, and the takeaway from the story is always be advised and be careful when you go out to a country you're not familiar with, and hopefully that helps you all. Thank you all for watching. If you do like this sort of content, make sure I know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.